Right, welcome back, and I know it's long overdue since I last did the video. Anyway, with us is the iPhone XS Max, and it has triple tragedy. One, we need to get a screen. It fell and this literally ripped itself out. Two is that the back is shattered and we need to replace that glass. Three, the camera glass is also messed up. We need to also replace that. Now that means that for now, let me start with attempting to remove the back glass. I think this is already a replacement one, so there's not much to it that is going to be hard, and I'm hoping it is so. Anyway, so first things first, I want to see if when I get in like this, I'm able to do anything significant with that motion. Okay, this gets off, so that clearly shows that this has been replaced before. But now, to simplify my work, I'm going to use my hot plate, and it has a tendency of always hiding from me, but let me pick it. And, if you've been long on this channel, you will notice that hot plate is just this thing here with the controllable temperature thing right there. So having said that, let's get to it. And what are we doing here? We are plugging it into power. It brings me delight to always have you people returning to watch my videos, and if you're new here, you're greatly welcome. So anyway, let me do just this. I'm going to plug in the plate in there, so that's it's in power. Now underneath is the power button. I'm going to switch that on, and on this side you can see the temperature control microcontroller. So let me set it to about 80. All right, and I think I'm going to put it at around here 80 degrees. No, let me do 100 to make it fast. Set to enter. So right now it's at 25 degrees. It's going to rise up to 100, and as such we'll then put our back in, and I'm going to do that like that to heat it up as we go on. Anyway, the entire back ideally. So let's wait for that to get done, and then we'll proceed with what we have to do. So if you're new to this channel, please feel free to talk to us and comment. Anyway, an archive. All right. All right. Have we reached? We are just at 58, and I think that's because the phone itself is also absorbing the heat. I think it's quite near to the camera. I think it's camera is about 10 millimeters. So 10 centimeters, that's 100 millimeters from the phone. So I don't know whether this phone is able to focus at that. I'm actually recording with an Xperia XS, and have supporting lights to the side, give us some sort of brightness in there, and okay, has it reached? It is at 77. I'm tempted to just demonstrate if to see if it is easy now for it to get up. Okay, I think it's relatively easier, so let me allow it to reach 90, and then I start picking them off. I'm thinking of taping them so that instead of me dealing with fragments, it can come off as a piece. So let me do that. I think it makes it easy for me to manage fragments. Okay, that's that. Use the same piece of glass to allow me cut this tape. Okay, and then also to that side, like that. Alright. Okay, now we'll put it down. Okay. But I don't know whether I should keep it rolling, and then it's up to you guys to forward, or I should pause the sections that are a bit boring to look at. I thought I was speaking into the microphone, but hope you guys are still able to hear me. Otherwise, I think anything I have been doing in the... But anyway, as a brief, we are trying to restore an iPhone XS Max whose screen broke, and also the ribbon to it tore, and the back is also heavily shattered, as is the camera glass. So we are going to deal with those three things to get it working. So it has reached 95. Well, let me attempt to rip this off. Alright, it is hot, very hot. Okay, so I'm trying to go all the way. Okay, that place seems to be in a disagreement. Okay, and then we get to there. Okay, I think I need more of it. Yep, lucky for me, the screen is already dead, so I'm not really guilty when it does fall. Okay, it's very hot, and this is when I needed gloves. But let's see how we commence. Okay. Okay. All right. Huh. I don't know whether it was just me picking off the flakes, or me doing the whole piece so it comes out as a unit. Okay, but good enough. Making progress. So I suppose it wasn't totally bad an idea to tape them together. Okay. Okay. So now here. Alright. I think at this point I might not need the keys. So I will move this away and come back to our original place. Okay, so that's that. And then need this. Okay, so remember that this is already a shattered, replaced back glass. That's why it is coming off much easily. I'm told the original one doesn't comply quite easily as this one is. So if you have a new thing, then I bet this is not the video for you. Okay, wireless charging pad. is there. Does it object to anything? Hope not. Okay, now that's that, that's there, and that's that. So, did I poke it? Hope not. So that coil is still okay. Anyway, that's right. Okay, so I may now head down to get the screen. I'm going to pause this and leave this charging. Since I'm going to get the screen, so I've decided let me also open that and release the frame. Because if I open from where I'm going to get the screen, chances are I may misplace these screws, which I kind of had to find here, since most of the repairs I keep handling are Android and they don't share screws. So if you were to have taken apart this phone normally, this would be how you'd go about it, with the screen of course attached to this frame right there. So this comes like that, and all the way like this. So I think let me also pick out this. Alright, that's one of the screws. Two. Of course you would flip this like to the side after you have lifted this with the screen, and then we'll deal with that screw to release this connector that goes to the screen, and then that of the touch is underneath this plate. So this plate also gets off like there. My biggest question is if there's battery, because I need to test before I buy or pay. Alright, so where is this one going? It's going there, so I may not need that. And then this is where one of the connector plugs into. So alright, now let's go and get the screen. So I'm back, and let's begin by showing you what we have acquired. So now I bought the replacement screen, the OLED version on the IPS, and I also managed to buy the back glass to place, and having done that, I also was able to get the screen. This box was for the screen. Try to turn it upside down so that you can pour out the screen. Okay, so this is it. Now I needed to test it, that's why it is plugged in right there. You can see that it's a new screen. So anyway, let me wake it up, and you can see that it actually is displaying. Let me bring emergency calls so that I show you that the touch is responding to, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is fine. And now let me disconnect the screen such that we can proceed with restoring this. But before I disconnect the screen, let me remove the battery. I should have shut down, unfortunately it became a bit lazy there. Okay, and then that gets out right there. Put this to the side in a safe place. The other thing that we got is this back camera glass, and what I wonder is if it is any better than this. This looks like it is coated, but I could be wrong, so I want us to begin with that one. Hope it complies. Anyway, now that we are here, let me try to figure out how to get rid of this, but I think let me now take this away from our frame. It's not of any help anymore. This is helpful because we'll have to transplant that to our new replacement screen. This is of no use anymore. Okay, that too, and fragments of glass are not necessary, but this is relevant to whatever we are doing here. Let me just clear our working surface from, clear it of this debris or fragments of glass. And, okay, so anyway, if you're new here, feel free to always come back, and I think in that case it will be of help if you want to come back that you may subscribe. Subscribing will help you with coming back because you get notifications every time I upload. Alright, so now that I have committed myself to replacing that, I am going to ensure that okay, we need to clean this entire surface so it's flat enough for me to make a perfect seat for the screen. So anyway, I am going to wipe here, and as such, let me find my tissue paper. Okay, now that we have that, I need to break this out. I'm also having the feeling it's simply a replacement piece. Okay, this can go to the side right there. Anyway, let me get my isopropyl alcohol and start swabbing. This is that liquid, and just do that. I feel like I should clean the back before removing that glass of the camera because I don't want to touch the lenses. I want the thing to stay clean, clear. Alright. Okay. So I think it is mostly wiping off the glue that was used for putting that replacement glass. It's not the original glass that was there. It's also a replacement type like the one I have just bought. Now that is there, then this is there all the way. I'm doing that because I feel like I need the back to sit flat and flush. What I don't know is whether this is actually the original frame or it's also simply a replacement frame. So this time I'm going to show you the entire video from begin to end. I don't know, you could feel free to live and live with me along with the video as we watch towards the end, just to get an idea of how long it takes or how tiresome it gets. Alright, so all these edges need the cleaning. Okay, dip into my liquid, then swab that there. Okay, so this corner under what the story is. Okay. Alright, so that's there, and it's there. So I'm going to just scrape this off manually. Don't want any bumps anywhere. Alright. Then the same case with here. Just get rid of those bumps. Alright. Okay. Now my question is, should this have been able to go off? Or it is as hard as okay. It's a futile thing. So let's get more tissue, wipe there a little more, and we'll proceed with what we have to do. Alright, like that. Like that. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Alright. So how do I break out the camera lenses? Okay, let me get my shades before things go flying into my eye. Okay. Shades up far. So I need to hide. Alright. Now we're here. So I'm going to get in there. Let's confirm it's the one. Okay, I was looking for that hole-like thing. I think it's for bringing in the light. I'm trying to shatter it so that I can get there. So that's the debris I was worried about, the flying one. Okay. Sorry. Things are flying, things are falling. Oh, I also had bought a screen guard. That's for to protect our screen. Alright. Okay. Hope I do a good job here. Okay. Alright. I think dust had already started going in. Okay. There. Then that. Yep. So I'm literally breaking the plastic out. I need to blow dust out. I hope I didn't blow it in. And my camera still moves. Yeah. Yes. You'll have to bear with me as we go along. I don't know why so many cameras keep giving temperature warnings. Alright. There. Okay. So yeah. It is not complying perfectly as we would have expected. I just don't want debris to fall in and mess up my autofocusing. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think I've cleaned it sufficiently enough for it to receive things. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to simply apply adhesive, retracing the very path that was used. Okay. Now, moment of truth as we put back our first item, which is the camera glass, well cleaned there. I'm going to supplement it with my own adhesive, which has decided to take a sabbatical, hiding, always hiding. Here he is. So I'm simply going to apply it to the edges there. Okay, and hopefully there, and there, and then around there. Just trying to be thorough. Okay, now when placing it, it also has its own sort of adhesive. This hole will be to the right, that tiny one right there, and okay, so moment of truth. You don't mind that is an excessive adhesive. Okay, we'll deal with it. It can go eventually. Okay, so I heard just trying to clean the lens. Okay, all right, let's put it there. Okay, I think that is okay, no problem. I don't know why that one has a hole and the other one didn't have a hole, so that's something we need answers to. Okay, all right, but anyway, it is gimmicky DIY replacement parts, not the manufacturer equivalent. I just hoped you get a quality as close as possible to the original one. Okay, now the back will come in later, so let's first transplant the screen and its other parts of the screen. Okay, so let's get our screen and transplant what we need to transplant. Okay, flip it that way. So we need to move the whole of this. What manner of screws are those? I believe the kind that we have. Alright, so we'll remove that first screw. Alright, there's a tiny one here. Okay. I think these guys are in a contest of designing the smallest screws known to man. But before I place this down, I need to peel off this polythene as a service to us now. Similarly, is this. This is no longer relevant to our needs. I don't know what other it requires as much space, but I tend to like to remove them. This right here. Don't know whether it matters that you remove it or not. I for one don't like it, but since it is resilient, I don't want to cause any trouble. Let me just go with it that way. So we transplant our assembly there. Bring this. All right. Huh. Tools. Okay. So there's the bag of money. I think I'll show you. So we go remove the screws right, and then get to this right now. Looks like I have to use the screws that are available to me, the screwdrivers that are available to me. Okay, that's in. Now, was this is its colleague? Hope it is. It looks like it is not. Where did I place it? Man, this is a bummer. It is the one, but it looks like my screwdriver is more pointed than angled. So, okay, we've transplanted that. That should be fine. Now we should bring the two together, but I will have to try to clean this. The front facing camera. Okay. Tell me to blow the dust away. Hope that works. Now the way things are scattering themselves around here, I'm a bit worried. Okay, connect that. We need to connect this. I think this is the one that goes to the display. Alright. Connect there. And then I'm going to plug this here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to plug that. Okay. Like that. And then we now bring these two there. So now with a screwdriver we start driving these things down into working. Okay, who's calling?
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. How are you?
I'm daughter. She sent me to you for the battery issues.
But she told me you were coming in just 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I was caught up with something. Yeah, was a bit your room, but how can you know?
You should have called me because you delayed.
You what?
You delayed and you didn't tell me you would delay.
It was just an emergency. So it's
Okay, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
like, should I wait or?
Yeah, you can wait.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now that that is closed, I think this also needs to come into play. Though the screws that remain don't seem to suggest that they belong anywhere there. Okay, so I'm going to just choose randomly, and I think I'm going to use it in this center part like that, and that is fine. I don't think anything else demands me. I think this screw could profit this place if indeed it can. Can it? Okay. It cannot. So that I believe belonged there. Now that that is done, I can bring the screen and lock it into place. Of course, when we do screen replacement, it is almost impossible for us to restore the water, call it hot water, so there it powers on the water resistance. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze the edges in like that, and then bring our external screws. This was test the touch because it was acting earlier. Okay, so like that, cancel, and okay, so let me close this up and open. Right, okay, so now that is that, like that. Okay, now this should, I believe, go in this way. Okay, is that correct? Alright, let's see if the back comes into play neatly. Okay, I think that's fine. I can now apply adhesive to hold the back in place. Alright, so alright, okay, so okay, all along the edges I'm placing adhesive. I want it to be as perfect as they come, and I'm going to do this so that there's harmony between this and the what, and on the glass. Let them reinforce each other and strengthen each other. Okay, right there. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 All the way there, and so we bring the back glass into here. I don't fancy these glasses, they break. All right, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and so iPhone is as good as new. See you in the next video. Ciao.